Welcome, grade 12, to our online session for today. And today I would like to continue discussing chapter 4, which is lesson 1 and the concept of demand. Okay, as I explained to you guys what demand is before, and we discussed that we had incentives when we purchase. Okay, and these incentives are things that motivate us, or determinants or factors that motivate us to make a purchase. Okay, and we discussed that economists, they use the factor of, or the concept of, ceteris paribus, to hold all incentives or all factors constant, and basically on the side, while we focus on how price only can be the factor that is moving us, or making us go for a purchase. Okay, so this is what we need to discuss for today. So as you guys look for our at the PowerPoint presentation with me, you guys will see that today's topic is going to be about utility. All right, and if you guys remember, utility is described as the satisfaction and the usefulness that you get from a product. All right, and today we're going to look at an example of a Starbucks drink. All right. I had mentioned that, imagine yourselves on a hot day, and you are going to purchase this amazing good. All right, and this good is going to provide you with a lot of satisfaction in terms of your thirst. It's cold. Okay, it's tasty. It's something that you like. So you here, you're going to get utility from purchasing this good. All right, so this is your motive. Okay, so you could be thirsty. The price could also be something that is affordable, or something that is appeasing to you. Okay, so if you look here, appealing to you. So if we look here, my question was, the first time that you consume this drink, or the first drink that you consume, okay, is going to be, the utility of it is going to be very high. All right, and we here, expressed utility. Okay, so if we discuss about utility of the first drink, and here we're going to express it in terms of smiley faces. Okay, so if we, look here, and we use a smiley face to determine our utility. Okay, let's say, for example, out of 5, you can give your first drink a good 5. Okay, it's awesome. You loved it. It's 5 out of 5. The satisfaction that you received from it is very, very high. Okay, you're giving it 5 smiley faces as for utility for your first drink. Okay, so the utility of your first drink is very high. Now, when we look here, and Starbucks has an offer. Okay, if you buy the first drink, you get the second drink for half off. All right, this offer is also appetizing because you're getting a discount on your second drink. However, if we discuss utility of your second drink, okay, or the usefulness and the satisfaction that you're gonna get from the second drink, and we're going to express it again in terms of smiley faces. I'm pretty sure that we're going to all agree that you're not going to get the same type of satisfaction. Okay, why? Because this is, you already had one drink. The first drink is usually the best. If we're going to have a second unit, or we're going to add an additional unit, okay, remember here, this is an additional unit of Starbucks. You just had one, and this is an additional unit of Starbucks. If we're adding an additional unit, or for the second drink, your satisfaction and your usefulness of the second drink is going to drop down, I'm sure, to maybe 3. Okay, so you're not going to be as happy with it or satisfied with it as the first one. And if you're not uh, finding this drink, the second drink, so useful, then also your willingness to purchase it will also not be as high as the first drink. If the first drink was for example, you know, more than 60 pounds or something, or 100 pounds, you would be willing to pay that price because it's so good. All right. But for the second price, if they tell you you have to pay another 100, you're gonna be like, no, forget it. Okay. Like, I just had one, I don't need to buy another one. Okay. So here you would see what's happening to your demand. Your demand is decreasing as a result of your utility dropping. Okay. So again, what we need to understand here is that our demand for the second drink is not going to be as high as our demand for the first drink. Okay, our willingness to pay that much, to pay that money, is going to drop. All right, and if we continue adding more units, if we reach the third unit, some students are saying that we wouldn't even think about purchasing a third. Okay, it would be out of the question. All right, it's not something that we would even contemplate or even think about doing, because again, this would be just too much. If we discuss it in terms of utility, let's say that you did purchase a third drink, and the utility of your third drink, if we're going to express it again in smiley faces, you guys will see that we'll give it even a one, or even maybe no smileys at all, because again, you are not going to get any satisfaction from it, or you'll get the very bare minimal satisfaction from the third drink. So what's happening here to our utility? It is decreasing. And the concept that we have now just discovered, or that we just discussed, what is the concept, or what are we trying to learn? The concept of diminishing marginal utility. All right, and if we look at each word alone, diminishing means, all right, sorry, diminishing here means increasing. Okay, when something is diminishing, it's increasing. Marginal means extra, and utility means usefulness or satisfaction. So what is the concept here telling us? The concept here is telling us that the more or the extra for every additional, so for every additional unit of a good consumed. All right, here we kept adding one additional unit of Starbucks. One additional unit of Starbucks. Okay, so every time you add an additional unit of a good, all right, and you're consuming more of it, what's happening to your utility? It is increasing. I mean, sorry, diminishing means decreasing. That's my mistake. Okay, so here again it's decreasing. So again, every with every with every additional with every additional unit of a good consumed, the usefulness of the product is decreasing. All right, so your utility is decreasing and your satisfaction is decreasing. And when utility goes down, okay, because you're adding with every additional unit, if utility goes down, your demand will also go down. And this is the concept that we need to understand regarding diminishing marginal utility. How can utility affect demand? Okay, so again, this is the concept of diminishing amount marginal utility. Think of the first think of the first bottle of water that you drink when you're thirsty versus the second bottle that you get. You're probably going to get a lot of satisfaction from the first one, even if you buy it for a very high price. um, sometimes water is priced highly at certain places, and you're willing to go for it because you're just that thirsty. But you might not be willing to spend as much as you spent on the first one, the second time around, or the third time around. Why? Because your utility has dropped. Okay, I'm going to post this PowerPoint here describing utility on your SMS, and I hope that you guys found today's lesson useful. And inshallah, for tomorrow's session, I'm going to post for you guys the next lesson, which is basically covering the factors that could affect demand other than price. Okay, we already discussed price, and tomorrow we're going to discuss other factors that could help us understand how demand is affected. And here we're not going to discuss a change along the curve, but these factors of demand will change the curve either by shifting upwards or inwards. Okay, outwards or inwards. See you guys tomorrow. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to attend the extra care sessions on Sundays to discuss more. Thank you.